right. Double three here for Joe. Triple one. And he hits it.
Is this supposed to be a master out? Or is it a trip one? That's a
Yep. Yep, this is master out. And Joe takes it with the trip one. So that is so much better than trying to hit that madhouse. This third dart here for Joe hopefully goes up to that 20, looking at it and hits it. So smart darts there for Joe. Giving himself some cushion here. Kelly Paulson, way to go, Joe. Heck yeah, way to go, Joe. He's doing great. Tokes, thanks for coming in the chat. Fatality Games, you are the best, buddy. Joe is looking good here off the break, Megan. Wow, is he going to swing it? And he does. Joe takes the swing, hits the horse. Feeling it here at Game Time Streaming. Joe Paulson. Throwing a 5 average. Joe, you know what? Confident darts are always smoother. I can tell you that much. It's almost like you can't be stopped sometimes, and it's a great feeling. That's why we all love this game. Moments like that. Chris, trying to fight back on the 15s. Mary Seal, what's happening? Go Joe, that's right. White horse for Joe, that was great. And he is not stopping there. Might as well double bullet Joe. Feeling it. So, Christopher Bates gonna have to hit a whole lot of bullseyes here. Feeling it is Joe Paulson, right into the bullseye, easily. And,
Way up.
yanks the third one, but, you know, finish line fever is a real thing. You can start getting some real nervy darts towards the end of some games. And, he cleans up a few of these rounds, and he could be a potential Division One player here at Game Time Streaming.
Definitely.
These guys, he was shooting a 5 for most of this game. So you know what? You clean up just a few things, and Joe's gonna have a great future in darts for sure.
Come on, he just needs one more. There it is.
Double bull for the win to go up 2-0 in the second set. Christopher Bates needs to stop this freight train right now. Really can take advantage here of that start from Chris. And he does. Joe Paulson is doing what he needs to do right now to win this second set, to send it to a last leg medley. And Christopher Bates, like I said, he's going to have to stop this momentum. Focusing in here. Playing smart, closing that 20. You know what? I like it. Forcing Joe to a new house. Opportunity, Chris Bates, to really pull away here and give himself some momentum swings for the first time. Doesn't get it. Joe's probably really revived on seeing that. He thought that he really blew it there chasing, and chooses to open up a new house this time. Great decision. Absolutely love it. He didn't like his decision to chase them 19s, and he's not doing it again. Love the decision. Yeah, Joe's forcing Chris to have to make big shots to change the momentum, and Joe's even going second here and doing what he needs to do to crawl his way into this second set. Man, Chris came out firing, and Joe really came off that break and came down to the basement not playing any games. So.
Yep. Tell you what, that break can either make or break you. Takes the wind out of your sails, or it could actually help you out.
Great shot there from Chris Bates. At least putting the brakes on for now. The way Joe hits them trip 18s, Chris could find himself in a predicament. Joe taking the point lead. Um, this is a battle, Megan. 2-8 to a 3.
I mean, don't count Chris out yet. He could still come back. In the game of cricket, the game is not over until it's actually over.
Yeah, I didn't know Joe's game, and I will tell you, I am impressed with Joe. It is impressive to watch when he's on. When he's on, it is a thing of beauty. And glad to have him here at Game Time Streaming. Chris is a tough opponent, but Joe and that Trip 18, man, they gotta be best friends, and the 18 will make you or break you. We all know that. The way Chris plays 0-1, the fact that Joe is able to withstand Chris's bullseye game is wild.
For real. I mean, I've just watching the guys within this last set. I mean, you could totally tell that Chris's game is definitely 0-1, and Joe feels more comfortable in cricket.
Yeah, I just can't believe the consistency of these triples that he's hitting. It is great. Chris he's doing his best to hang in there. Joe forces him into another house here.
I feel like this is similar to Nolan and Jimmy because, I mean, after the break, Nolan came back just on fire and won 5 straight. I mean, here's Joe coming in after the break, and he's already got 2 down. So, I mean, it helped. So, let's see what he can do. And Chris did win the first set. So, I mean, he's not under that much pressure because there might be another one afterwards.
Really needed to connect with that last dart. Joe can really pour it on here. He's definitely going to get rid of that 16. Joe has got such a support, such the support in the chat. Everybody loves Joe. So lots of fans. Derek Mayfield, let's go Bates. Yep, I know Bates has some fans out there. He's got tons of support himself there at the Wooden Keg. Triple on that third dart would have put him in the situation. So hanging in there, not letting Joe and these explosive rounds that he's having pull away too far. He's keeping him in the reach. Christopher Bates does have the firepower to get back into this game, but Joe Paulson cannot miss the Trip 18 today. This is impressive, Megan.
Yes.
I'm going to have a heart attack. Has to connect with the Trip 15, and Joe's back there drooling on the opportunity. 1-2. And he's going to feel like he's going to win the game. Yeah, a little bit of sigh of relief there. Knowing he's going into the bullseye with that point lead is always such a good feeling. You know Chris ain't going to hit a big 9 mark on you and completely flip the game. So those singles at the very end can be some nervy darts. Joe Paulson feeling it today. So close to the double bowl. Christopher Bates is going to be shocked he's got another look at this. Needs to fill it up to put some pressure on. Joe knows he's going to get another look here. And he hits a double to make it 3-0. Race to 5. Christopher Bates needs to put on the brakes. All right, so now we're in Christopher Bates land here in 01.
This is where he could come back.
Yes, this is how Bates can swing momentum. He's clearly it's clearly his style is 01 for sure. Not that he's a bad cricket thrower. He just really can dial in on them bullseyes consistently. And him going first, it's going to be hard to break his throw for Joe. Wow, Joe essentially does not care. So Joe Paulson answers with a hat trick.
Just like the last 0-1 game, coming in with a hattie.
Nice answer there. 113. Joe is really just feeling comfortable, and even if he misses he just bounces right back. Relentless. He's grinding, as they'd say at the Midnight Dart Club.
Oh yeah.
He's grinding. Yes, Jeremy Chandler, nice win today from John Little in the chat. Absolutely. Came down to the wire. It was a last leg medley. Big hat trick there from Chris. It came down to the wire. If you didn't check it out, Jeremy Chandler versus Nolan Spear. It was the match before this. Wow, I don't want to spoil it, which I already did, but congratulations, Jeremy. It was crazy as can be. Totally thought Nolan had it at times, and totally thought Jeremy had it at times. It was suspenseful. So Chris Bates here can really knock this down. Give him a great opportunity at a master out. And he does. So
for those of you tuning in, if you did not get the opportunity to see Nolan and Jeremy throw, go back and rewatch it. I swear they will keep you on your toes. It was so good. Going back to back, the games were every other one. It was so good. Get out.
I like the bull 8 bull, and I like the trip 18. It's however you're feeling about it. Leaving himself trip 20. That's all right. He's still got it. He's still got a look here.
Let's see if we can get it. Oh, and just outside.
Joe knows he can hit this. He's hit big shots today. White horse and everything. Yeah, it's a couple different options there. Not bad. 20 bull. That's a lot easier than leaving yourself a double out. Double 15 to get on the board. Luke Littler 10 here. 20 for bull here for Joe Paulson to take it 4-0. Needs to hit the 17 bull here. Very capable. Takes a step back, focuses in, and takes it. Makes it a 4-0 lead. Race to 5. Christopher Bates is in trouble, folks, but he does have the talent to make a comeback here. Do not count him out. Joe Paulson breaks his throw to take it 4-0. Wow, Megan.
Oh, man.
It has been one heck of a day.
It has.
This is absolutely great. Zach Martin in the chat, we miss you, buddy. You are always welcome whenever you see we have a stream. Zach is one of my favorite commentators here at Game Time Streaming. Love it. You know what? He does college football updates, and it's absolutely fantastic. I thought that was brilliant, and he's got such a smooth voice. And I am not really a commentator for those out there. I'm just the owner, so you're stuck with me sometimes, and trust me, if I get the opportunity, I do sit out and try to take pictures and focus on the software, and there's plenty to do, so but for now you're stuck with me. So Joe Paulson trying to end it and win this set. Breaking Chris's throw, like I said, is never an easy task, especially if he's shooting a 33 like he is right now. All right, Chris is going to set him up with the out here. All right, so he got himself on and out. All right, Christopher Bates is going to get a couple looks at this 111 here. Joe is not on a master out. Trip 13. Just a bit low, but still leaves himself an out. Christopher Bates to get in to the second set here. What are you going to do here, Megan? Trip 3. And he hits it. He is on the board, folks. Christopher Bates not letting it happen like that. Great start from Joe Paulson. You can see in Joe's demeanor, he is not playing games. It is just such, he is just more confident this second set, and it's really showing on the board. Christopher Bates is doing everything he can to hang in with it, and he's definitely got the skill. Hitting a 4 mark. This is just an overall battle here.
Jeremy special.
We do have some Kelly Geraldini darts. As our giveaway, we are doing a wheel spin the 18th of this month. So get your money in. It's each $5 gets you a slot on the wheel. And typically, you know, $10, $15 wins it. And have you won a set yet, Megan?
I have not. I have not. I tried to win
That's
your
right,
last
that's
set,
right.
and Stephanie Hockey beat me.
Yeah, I had mentioned last stream that Steph Hockey wins all the time. Nate wins all the time.
Can you guys give other people some fighting chances here? I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, you know, we're a small stream. Not a whole lot of people get in. And where else you gonna get a chance for $5 at an $85 set of darts, you know? So
Absolutely nowhere. So if you guys want, hop in on this. It's only $5. Come on, guys.
Derek H21 at Venmo or PayPal. Wheel spin the 18th. The set of darts is beautiful. Megan said that they're purple.
They are. They're silver and purple with black shafts and purple and black flights. They are beautiful. My favorite color is purple, so I can say that.
And you know they work. I mean, she just won that Topsky event with Brady Brown and some tough talent. So Super Darts, if you're sponsored by Super Darts, you know you got a nice set of darts for sure. And you know, Kelly was at the Midnight Dart Club maybe 2 months ago, shot a 3.4 average on the night. I'm like, man, this girl is smoking. Joe Paulson closes the 19s back up for points. You can tell he's trying to get this set under his belt.
Cricket is definitely Joe's game.
Yeah, Chris just cannot get to momentum to swing in his favor, you know. He really needs like a really big round to just make a swing and set Joe on his butt for a minute.
Yes, and he gets
Joe,
a 5 mark
and
there.
he does get a 5 mark, but you know what? Joe is just relentless, you know, just not giving it up. He's controlling the 20s, going first. It's going to be tough to stop this momentum.
It is, and he's coming back with big, big numbers. Look at that. Woo.
He knows he's one game away from winning this second set. doing what he can to hang in there. A 3-1 to a 2-7. These guys are firing them in there, and Joe has been securing himself this whole second set with the point lead. Not playing any games, knows what he needs to do. Chris is just going to have 1, 7, 9 mark, something along that lines to start swinging momentum. Opportunity right now is Chris. These darts could swing it. And he's doing his little shuffle, and Joe's in trouble here. The old Chris shuffle is no joke. Bad lie on that dart. I hate that lie. It's gonna have to squeeze it in there. It almost makes you feel like you gotta push the dart in there and force it, and yeah, that's a tough one. He's gonna have to make it work, or slide over to the 15, or
Just
or
move on
whatever.
over.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, he said thank you, and those singles have been getting Joe, especially in that first set, but not this one. He's not missing anything this set, so Joe's feeling good, and you can tell that when Joe's feeling good, his darts are looking good. Chris, hanging on by a thread, knows what he needs to do. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, Megan. I learn something new every time I stream, and I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it because of that reason right there. And
I mean, Chris is good on those bowls. I mean, take away that point opportunity, you know? Take away the 20.
Well, now it's a bullseye race, and Chris put himself in this position, so the race is on.
Yep, was it 3-5?
Yeah, Chris has actually been shooting high on most of his misses. Most of the times when he'd miss a triple, he was missing highs. So he just needs to dial it in just a notch. And there it is. So Joe's going to take the second set. All right, this is the diddle for the last deciding medley, Megan. This is such a huge moment right now. This diddle right now will play a part in the future, and Joe's going to take it. So Joe gets the start. You could see how huge that was for Jeremy Chandler in the background. Winning that diddle is crazy good, especially when you have such an even match. And the momentum. Joe is going to start first here and try to carry that momentum into this 501 cricket choice medley. It is a long day of darts. You know, the strain of all these games makes it a mental game, and I love that about darts. You don't play long format a lot, so these players are both feeling the effect of that. And you know what? There you go. He moved off the bullseye for a second, trying to readjust himself, and Joe's gonna have to do the same thing here because it's gonna be a grind here. Yep, Joe dialing in, refocused, and goes for the high ton there.
Oh, just misses it too.
Yep, just like the CSC Challenger Series, you know, those long format battles, man, it gets rough towards the end and a little bit towards the middle, and both these guys have dialed it back in, smacking tons at each other. They're going to have to dig deep here. Christopher Bates knows that he is in a predicament right now. Christopher Bates has a sense of urgency right now, and a sense of focus that's going to be able to pull him back into this game, and momentum fully in Joe's favor. Chris is going to finally start getting it here. I can feel it. All right, so Chris finally gets a breath of momentum after 5 games almost of just not being able to catch a break. Not that he was throwing bad, but Joe was just answering all of Chris's big rounds with a big round and just couldn't get ahead of himself. So finally an opportunity here for Chris Bates. This isn't out for Master Out. Setting himself up with a double 11. He's going to get a couple looks at that double 11. Joe is not on an out. Goes for the trip 19 on his third dart. I love the decision. It would have gave him a nice setup shot, but still, open bowl, that bullseye is so much bigger, and you just need to get it down there at this point to put some pressure on Chris. Because Chris is going to do his little shuffle here, focus it in. The double 4 to break Joe's throw in the last deciding medley. Busts it. Just set yourself up with something that if you hit the inside, it sets you up for another dart. Joe, 12 bull all day. Joe is lucky to have this chance, I can tell you that. Christopher Bates ain't going to miss too much. Double 13 here to take a lead in the deciding medley. And he gets it. Loser start, so Christopher Bates is going to get the start here in cricket. And a big open here is mandatory for Christopher Bates.
Oh, for sure. He needs to hit something big right now to try to take the win for this game so we can go into a third game and it's neck and neck. We can do this. In the first set, Bates won 5-3, and in the second set, Joe came back and took a whopping 5-1. So right now, Joe is ahead by 1 game. So let's see if Christopher can do something great here, because we definitely need it.
Megan is over here tracking every single move that these guys are doing, and I sure do appreciate you, Megan. Doing a great job, taking time away from her family, and can't wait to see what the future holds for Game Time streaming and Michigan Darts in general.
For real, yeah. I'm happy to help. Anything that you guys need. As of right now, you got Bates hitting, 16 tons, 7 marks, 3 6 marks, 5 marks galore. Paulson's got, well over 10 tons. He's got 5 6 marks. He's got 3 Hatties already and a white horse, guys.
Yeah, and he's got the momentum here, but Christopher Bates finally is looking like he needed that single there. That one might hurt for Christopher Bates. Still has 2 houses on Joe, but needed to close the 19s. That is one of Joe's little money makers. Opportunity. Christopher Bates here. This is a momentum swing for Christopher Bates. Does what he needs to do. Joe has been deadly on them trip 18s all day. And I do mean deadly. Comes away short on that. Christopher Bates is going to attack him immediately. He knows how good Joe is at them trip 18s. Gets rid of them. And on down the line to the 15. Trying to end this game as quick as possible. Shooting a 2.8 average to a 1.5. Joe's going to need a 6 mark or 7 mark to get himself above water.
Gotta get away from those neighbors.
You know, Joe has been so on fire that he's almost due for a game like this. So just needs to bounce back because the most important game is the next game. And, you know, he's just been so on fire like the past 5 or 6 games. You know, you're due to shoot a lower average game. It's not about that, though. It's about the bounce back.
Yep.
Brush it off.
Take a breather.
Get dialed in for the next game because Christopher Bates is back there dancing, and that's not good for Joe. It's not good for Joe. It means he's feeling comfortable, and a comfortable Christopher Bates hits. Comes away with the 15s. Five houses in the point lead. This is exactly what Christopher Bates needs. He has been waiting on this shift of wind for a while now, and the freight train finally slowed down. Christopher Bates is able to take a breather and try to have a good time down there because he has been just on the comeback. Just trying to everything. He throws a 6 mark, Joe throws a 6 mark. He throws 5 mark, Joe throws 5 mark. It's just can't catch a break here lately, but doing it when he most needs it is right now. Joe is done with this game. Carry on, he says. Hopefully he doesn't lose any confidence off this game. If he does, it's a learning experience. But he sure doesn't have any give up in him. So back there taking a deep breath, and he needs to take this into diddle practice is what he needs to do. Because they have an important diddle about to happen. Joe knows this game's gone. Christopher Bates is really getting the finish line jitters here.
Struggling to get those bowls.
Man, I know the feeling all too well, Megan. It's hard to shake it. You know, you lose confidence with every shot, and you just have to step back and, like I tell John Little, you got to be a dog. You got to pull the dog out when you get them jitters.
I understand what Joe is trying to do, but by cleaning up the house and stuff like that. But I mean, if he focused on those bowls, I mean, he could have easily bounced back too.
That is absolutely correct. Joe's almost feeling like he can do it now. Still closing it down and sending it to bullseyes. Knows Chris is not able to focus in on them bullseyes right now, and the race is on. This would be one of the greatest comebacks of all time if Joe pulls this off. I tell you, he was down 5 houses and 60 points or something like that. It would be an impressive one, and I think Joe's actually starting to believe it. His demeanor's changed. He's sitting here like, wait a minute, how many of these do I need to hit? And right now, he's doing it. He is believing it. That's the thing. And Chris Bates is not believing in himself. So Chris needs to dig down deep right now. Take a breath. Do your little Chris shuffle and relax. You're up well over 100 points. And he's more than capable of hitting a couple bullseyes. And he gets it. Makes it 1-1 in the deciding medley. Joe's going to take a break. Well-deserved break. Let's check. Let's look at some darts.
Right.
Look at them, babies. $5. Derek H21 gets you a shot at these darts. Wheel spin, the 18th. We have a stream that day. We got Megan back on the stream that day. She committed to that day. So $5 gets you a shot at these darts. And thank you guys for tuning in. This has been one heck of a day. Yeah, I have a couple pictures of them on Facebook too. So they are gonna take a much needed break, well deserved. This is the last game of the night. They are gonna diddle here, and this is the most important game of the night, Megan. The diddle is a huge moment, and 9 times out of 10 the person that wins the diddle is gonna win the game. So that's how huge it is. That going first is just so big. And also, you know, Chris isn't really feeling the bullseyes right now. So if he wins the diddle, he might pick cricket. You never know. You know, there could be some strategy into going second if you're feeling like your opponent is struggling in one area. But, you know, when you get up into the higher levels, you're always going to go first.
Yes.
So, but let's see what these guys do. This is great. This is the second time that we've been in this situation today, Megan. Appreciate you sticking around for these long battles.
Not a problem. Anytime.
You say that till I text you on these 50 matches that we have left. It's gonna be crazy. Your kids are gonna wind up hanging out here and everything. Watch what happens. All right. Very important diddle here. Joe sticks it. This is for the marbles, folks. Last game of the night. Chris is going to have to bounce back off a rough start. This is 501 master out, so bullseye, triple, or double out. Bounces back. Hits a ton. This is gonna come down to it, Megan. I can feel it already. It's gonna get a little nervy around here.
Oh yes, it is. These guys are not gonna let their opponent come at them. I mean, they are going to bring it all. This is the last match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. This is for all the marbles, just like Derek said. So they are both gonna push it until they get it. Here comes Chris coming in with another ton, and it happens to be a Hattie. Way to go, guys.
Wow. Perfect moment for that. Christopher Bates trying to break Joe's throw. Wow, what a moment for Christopher Bates, Megan. At the perfect time, just like Jeremy Chandler doing that with his 180 to start off the medley earlier today. Oh my gosh, Christopher Bates can really pull away here. Needs to buckle down. Breaking Joe's throw is not an easy task the way he's been throwing.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you follow with a Hattie.
Yep, not on an out, but Joe is well away from an out. Needs to have a big round just to be relevant. And he does. Keeps himself in the game. Forces Christopher Bates to have a big round. Says, I ain't going nowhere. Joe knows he's still in this game. Christopher Bates did have a couple big rounds, but Joe ain't going nowhere. Attacks the line, knows that this is an important round here. This could be a momentum swing for Joe. And he hits his flight. So, yeah, unfortunate round there. Bounced right off of the dart in the bullseye. Christopher Bates got to get it down. Yeah, great leave there for Christopher. Joe back there knowing exactly what to do. Needs to leave himself a master out, so 19 leaves him the bull. So leaves himself a trip 16. Christopher Bates knows 15 bull all day for the win. He's thinking about it, but it's gonna have to pop up because he's got to leave himself that bullseye. It's the biggest thing on the board. All right, 3 for double 16. Double 15 for the win for Christopher Bates. Joe is ecstatic about that. Taking a big deep breath. Trip 16 for the win. Double 12 for Joe Paulson. And he hits it. And Joe Paulson hits it. Massive win there from Joe Paulson. Unbelievable match. Thank you guys for tuning in. Joe Paulson wins it with a double 12. What a great matchup. I really enjoyed today, Megan. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks, Danny, for stopping by earlier. Hopefully you're doing well at GCC. Happy birthday, Mike Jaskowitz. And Megan, what do you got?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for inviting me out today to commentate with you. I really do appreciate it. Today's matchups were amazing, ladies and gentlemen. With Nolan and Jeremy, and then with Christopher and Joe. Both sets were great. Cannot wait for the next matchups to happen. Derek has said that there's some top shooters coming in, which I am super excited to see.
For sure.
For just another backtrack on today's games, between Christopher and Joe, Christopher did take the first set, winning 5-3, and then Joe took the second set, winning 5-1. And then, as you guys saw, the last set, set 3, it went back to back. Joe taking the first one, then Chris taking cricket, and then Joe coming back for the win on the choice game. So congratulations, Joe. You guys both shot amazing. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.
I got the winners. Have a seat, Joe. Wherever you want. That was crazy, buddy. Holy cow.
That was awesome.
I bet your heart is going crazy. Here, have a seat over here. We'll get Jeremy's using the bathroom real quick. Got the statistician Megan over here for you all.
Over here.
Yeah, they want to be able to see you.
I bet your heart's racing too.
Oh shit! Holy crap! What a match!
Joe's got us all in a Alright, so let's make sure you're in the frame.
I can move back a little bit.
We can turn that camera. Or the whole
there you go.
You can turn the whole screen too. Dang, Joe, how you feeling, buddy?
That was great. That was, yeah, up and down.
Oh,
How are you feeling, Jeremy?
oh my
You're
God.
probably still
Super.
wound up from your match.
I am, but that was great. That was good to see Joda take it to the end.
Yeah, I could have
That
done
was,
without you.
that was great, man.
So you both won going to the last
That was,
exciting medley, and that was crazy.
yeah.
I tell you what. So what did you do at the break, Joe? You came out firing after that, buddy.
I just needed the break. I just
needed a break.
Need a little breather, and yeah.
So,
I came out firing.
Have you ever missed the Trip 18 before?
You were on fire on that. Came back just a...
6 mark, 7 mark.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of them at
Yeah.
big times.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell you, there were some huge moments there at the end. I thought Christopher Bates was coming out hot
I know.
with that.
I didn't think I was gonna win that 0-1 game.
Yeah, he hit
Yeah.
the hat. He hit
Oh.
ton and then a hat. And then you came back. Did you hit a hat yourself maybe, or it was a
I think
ton
it was-
back at him?
Yep.
Yeah, he had some
Ton.
tons back, yeah.
And then you
Yep.
got a couple looks because he busted
I
that.
had that 50.
Yeah.
Missed that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was intense, guys.
I don't know which game it was. I think he didn't know his master out. He went for the 11 again.
I'm not real sure.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
in the set 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That
always
was-
double 4 though.
I was wondering about that
I don't
too.
know.
What
I'd
do
have
you-
to watch it back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So going over your guys' stats and everything, and your guys' games, you guys are all over the place. Sure. So, Jeremy, I wanted to ask you, coming in before you started shooting against Nolan, how did you feel coming into tonight's match?
I actually felt really good.
Yeah.
I did. I've been doing a lot of practicing. More so than the last time I came on stream, but yeah,
Mhm.
I got some new darts not too long ago. They've
Okay.
been working out pretty good. Felt really good,
Mhm.
so I felt good going into tonight.
That's
So,
good. That's good. How long have you actually been playing darts?
well, like I said on the stream, it's 6 years
Okay.
competitive. Well, I got the Grand Board around COVID,
Okay.
so that's when I really started playing. I had been playing on and off, just throwing at a corkboard with my brother Jeff.
Okay.
But never really anything competitive or any luck of the draws. But
Okay.
yeah, probably for about this last 6 years, I took it more serious. Like I said, got the Grand Board, did more luck of the draws and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how did you feel about tonight's matchup with Nolan? You had tons of 7 marks. You had, oh my God, let me just go through some of these. You had, what, at least 4 1-ton 40s. You had a ton 80. How did you feel about that one?
I don't want to feel. I should have had more.
Yes.
I felt.
Yes.
I felt
we always
really.
hope to have more.
But it was good to have one on stream. It did feel
Mhm.
good. It did feel good.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
so you got over, I want to say, between the 7 marks, 6 marks, and 5 marks, you had well over at least 3 dozen of them on there.
That's good.
So you shot amazing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to Nolan? I mean,
He is. Oh my God.
after that break, he came back just a swinging.
He did, and I don't know what it is about the breaks.
Yeah.
I've watched many streams, even halfway through some of the matches. What was it, Chris and was it Chris? I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
They win a couple games, and then went to second match. Went to break, came back, and then
Yeah.
it's crazy about these
Well, you
breaks.
can have the opposite effect. It can either help you out
I
or it
know.
can just
Yes.
take it away.
Yes.
And in
I
your
know.
in your instance, it came and went against you, and yours it helped you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was great. I mean, how did it feel going neck and neck, back and forth? You for the first set, you guys took games back to back.
I was looking at that.
Back
check,
and
check,
forth.
check. I wouldn't expect anything less from Nolan. I've played with Nolan. I've won a couple luck of the draws at Goodrich with him.
Yeah.
I know he's a great shot. So
Okay.
it was a good feeling. I knew I was up against a tough guy.
Right. Right. Well,
guys.
congratulations on
Thank
tonight's
you.
win.
Yes.
I do appreciate you guys coming in and playing for Derek and Katie. That was awesome. Joe, I wanted to ask you a few things.
All right.
All right. So, how did you feel about coming in tonight's match
I was
against
nervous.
Christopher?
Yeah, I was terrified.
Yeah.
First darts, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Was it your first time on stream?
No, I did main stage streaming. I
Okay.
did that twice with Nate Wise.
Okay.
Won both of them, but again, I was nervous during those two.
Is it just the camera, or are you just nervous playing against somebody?
Both.
Both?
bit of
Just
both.
having everyone watch you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what made you get into darts?
Him.
Really?
I remember coming over and you had the basement and you had 2 boards and
Yeah.
I just started throwing with them and
Mhm.
I wasn't terrible. I wasn't great. And from there on, we just, every time I came over, started throwing. Eventually I got my own grand board and I
Okay.
got into a league and LODs.
Nice, nice.
So,
All right, all right.
uh,
How long have you been playing now?
I was actually 20 when I started.
Yeah.
So I'm 24. So, yeah.
4 years
4
now.
years.
All right. Well, I wanted to go over your stats with you. You've had quite the night, actually. You've had over a dozen tons. You've had 3 hat tricks. Between your 7, 6, and 5 marks, you did amazing. You even had 1 white horse. How did you feel about that?
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah?
That was awesome.
Is it one of your... Is it something
It's- I
frequently
rarely
happens,
get 'em.
or...
No?
No?
I rarely get them.
No? Really?
I probably had 4. Might have been the 5th one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you feel coming in tonight? Oh, I asked you that one. But how did you feel after the break coming in, winning back-to-back for a few? Like, you thought you had it, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah?
But, yeah, 4 games in, and that game, I just feel like crap. I didn't care. I still got, I just got to win one more, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's okay. I mean, sometimes we have a few great games and then a crap one, and then, have to come back.
You almost came back.
I
on that.
almost
You
You
did.
were down 60 points in 5 houses.
Oh, yeah.
And when he started throwing those triple 20s and pointing, I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
smart move.
I was telling Derek
Yeah.
towards the end, I was like, man, if you were focusing on those bowls,
Yeah.
you could have
I
came
know,
back
I
on
was
points
thinking that in my
now.
head. I was thinking, oh, man, I'm coming back. I should have been hitting those
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
And then
You
you
thought
know-
you were going to hit bowls for diddle practice.
Yeah.
That
was
down
Derek's
5
idea.
houses and 60 points. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
but that shows, that shows, and Christopher is no joke.
Mhm.
You beat a good
He
dart
did.
player.
Yeah.
But
He
you
did great,
Yeah.
too.
We can
You
totally
know.
tell that cricket was your game of the night.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
expected 0-1 to be my game of the night.
Really?
Because at leagues and last 2 I've been just lights out.
Okay.
And I'm leading my leagues in low tons and everything, so
Mhm.
I thought, oh, well, it's going to be my game. And I was just struggling. I'm one off, you
Well,
know.
Chris was not one off. that
Oh, I
first
know.
set.
Oh, man.
So
I knew I was in
You
trouble
guys
then.
came in just swinging, man. I mean, what was it? On some of your 501 games, you came in hat trick,
Oh, I know.
back to
yeah.
back for a minute.
And then throw a 24 right after.
Oh, yeah. That's how you,
Yo,
that's
how you
how
do
you
it.
follow it. Definitely. How did you feel going into your set 3 against them? Like, it's the tiebreaker going in.
I told myself I had to win that first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That relieves so much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm trying to think even how I won that.
It's
It's
all
just all blown out.
Like, we finally made
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Mhm.
well, you both won tonight's game. We do appreciate you guys coming out, helping
Yeah.
Derek and Katie with the live stream, participating and everything. And congratulations
Thank
on
you.
tonight. You guys did
Yes,
great.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
way to come
Underdogs.
back from that second set from Nolan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
impressive because he came back from the break just like Joe did.
I know, that's what I was saying down there. It's like, holy
and then you
cow.
opened up with a 180 on your second throw
Yeah.
in that deciding medley, and that
Mhm.
really kind of livened you up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
did. Yeah.
So, well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
Congratulations,
Thank
Joe.
you.
Heck
Nice
yeah,
job, guys.
guys.
Nice
you.
job.
Yes, thank
Hey,
Good job.
thanks
Thanks
for
for
tuning
coming.
in to Game Time Streaming, guys.
Thank you.
Let me make my way over
Yes.
here and get off
Bye, guys.
this. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll be back with about 40 more matches or so. So, yep. Stay tuned, like, follow, share Game Time Streaming, and we'll see you on the next one.